At Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A big pickup there for the Eagles, 1st down, 18 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles, 1st down, 18 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rudolph. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the red zone now, Rudolph. It's caught, Humphries. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, they can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the...
Go! 50, plant!
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Check, 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 check.
From the 31, Rudolph. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills,
Go now. 70, Indy. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Let's go.
Rudolph on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this.
Ready? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming after you. Speed grip. Speed grip.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Into the hands of Lee on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeout. On 2nd down, Amos. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. He's got Smith here. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with 2 touchdowns.
Down. 8, read. 54. I got one. And ready. Set, go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Get ready. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Murray has the first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. First down, Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Amos. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 39, Murray.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Right there, 54 Mike. We got it.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively.
Ready? 10 logo. Mike 5-4. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 5.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
60 Pittsburgh. We ain't giving them nothing to
On first down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right here, right here.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the...
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. He's got his tight end. That's Smith. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
Ready up. 54. Mike 54. I smell fear in that offense.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles... Murray now on first down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Rudolph. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rudolph completes it to Lee. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And the grab by Croft. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. It's Rudolph. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Back to the air, Rudolph. And This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Rudolph throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Rudolph now to throw.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, then a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Rudolph. It's caught here by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. And, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Rudolph. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
Here we go.
One last throw here for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.